have Kyle Flood from Rutgers on the line. The Scarlet Knights are 5-6 overall, 2-5 in the American Athletic Conference. Rutgers was in action this past Saturday at UConn. UConn won the game 28-17. This Saturday, Rutgers closes the regular season against USF at High Point Solutions Stadium. It will be a 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time on ESPN2. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call. If you could take a minute to tie up the game against UConn, and let us know what you're thinking about as you head into the home finale against USF this Saturday, please.
Sure. Certainly my congratulations go to Coach Wiest and the staff over there at UConn. I thought they had an excellent game plan. They did an excellent job in the game. We just couldn't execute as well as we needed to win the game, but we've got a tremendous opportunity ahead of us this week. The final home game for 21 of our seniors, last chance for them to run out of the tunnel, and an opportunity to be 1-0 in conference, which is really the only thing we're focused on right now. Questions?
Take questions for Coach Flood. Please hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue. The operator will introduce you.
We'll take our first question from Joey Knight with the Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, obviously, Janarian Grant, one of your guys from down here, started his college career as best as anybody could, but over the course of 11 games, how has he progressed in your eyes?
I think Janarian's done a good job. He is. We knew when he got here that he had some already homegrown abilities to be a difference maker in the return game, and he has shown himself to do that. He's already scored a touchdown for us on kickoff return and punt return. But I think the place, the area he's made the most improvement in is really his skill set as a wide receiver. And he hasn't played as much there yet, but I think along the lines of a guy we have like Leonte Crew, who spent most of his first year on special teams and really has become a focal point of our offense. As Janarian goes through his career, he'll become more and more of a focal point as well, because anytime the ball's in his hands, he can make plays.
And just as a follow-up, Rutgers has a history of coming down to Florida and getting what some people would deem a recruiting steal. Is he a recruiting steal from Florida for you guys?
I don't know if steal is the word I would use. I think we take a lot of time and effort to make sure that after we've decided that a player is the type of player we're looking for, that he's really the type of person we're looking for, and that's the most important thing to us, because the players like Janarian Grant or other players in the past that we've had from Florida, guys like Damaso Munoz, or guys we currently have on our team like Jeremy Deering, if they're the right kind of people, they generally have great success here. And Janarian is such a good person, and so many people in the high school down there in Pasco had so many glowing things to say about him. It doesn't surprise me at all that he's having the success he's having.
Thank you, Coach.
We'll go next to Joey Johnston with Tampa Tribune.
Kyle, could you just elaborate a little bit more about a guy you just mentioned, Jeremy Deering, another Florida, Tampa area guy, how he's evolved through his career and how productive he's been for you this year?
Jeremy is much like Janarian, started his career as a kickoff returner for us. That was really the first role that he had when he came here. He was a high school quarterback and then played receiver for us early in his career, and then at one point he was a starting tailback for us, and then he went back to receiver, and then now is playing safety. And I think the success he's having this year and the success he's had in his career really speaks to how selfless he is as a football player. He's got all the tangible qualities of a good football player. He's big, he's strong, he's fast. But it's really his ability to be selfless that has created a tremendous career for him, and I think is going to give him an opportunity at the next level here in a couple weeks.
And one more thing, if I could you just give us your observations on USF, how they've evolved? I don't know how much film you've seen of them going back, but obviously they've changed quarterbacks of late, and their defense is playing much better. Just kind of what do you see from those guys as they go into their finale?
I'm certainly very familiar with the program, having coached against them for the last 9 seasons, but I think what I see that jumps out to me immediately when I put the film on it is Coach Taggart is putting his stamp on the program. They're committed to being a physical football team on offense. You see it in every game they play, and he's using the Stanford style of offense that I'm sure he learned from Coach Harbaugh, but they are determined to be a physical football team on offense, and they're a physical football team on defense as well. They've got some really fine players up front. Number 53, Alkino Watson's a good player. D. Lattimore has been one of the better players in our conference now for a couple of years. So, I think they're a team that's improving. and it's not always showing up on the scoreboard or in the record, but I can see Coach Taggart is really laying the foundation for what he wants to do down there.
Thank you, Kyle.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Flood, please? And Coach, thank you for your time, not only for today, but also for the course of the season. Your participation in the call is greatly appreciated, and we certainly wish you well and Rutgers well going forward in the future.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.